And we're back again. I had to give this a good bit of thought, and for me that's quite the effort, but I decided and told She Who Rules the other day that I think Finland should be a premier retirement destination. And she didn't think so, but I do. And I figure I'll tell you why I think that. Now, if you're city people, you can always choose Helsinki, Tampere, one of the bigger cities. Turku on the coast, west coast. And my choice, of course, would be Kokemäki. I think everybody should retire in Kokemäki, and this is why. Now, the cost of living in Kokemäki is reasonable. Taxes are low. Property values are fair and affordable. Tax rate for your property is good. Insurance is affordable, unlike some of the really far south states in the United States. Not naming any names. And of course you say to yourself, well, why would I leave here and move to a Nordic country where it snows? Well, there's fun to be had in the snow too. You can ski, cross country, Pitkäjärvi and Kokemäki make ski trails in their park in the winter for cross-country skiing. So then you say to yourself, well, self, I don't really like cold weather. Well, we have very mild winters here. As a rule, we have over the last 3 years. 2 days ago, we had a lot of snow on the ground. Today we have less snow on the ground with a little bit of rain. Makes for what I call the skating rink effect. So you have to watch out walking. But here's a really good reason to retire into Finland. I have in my laptop computer, and I'm looking at a map of Europe. Now, while thinking of this, I just a few minutes ago pulled up a drive time for the United States. And you can leave New York City in the United States and drive to Los Angeles, California, and it will take you 41 hours to do that. Well, Miss Belinda pulled up the drive time recently to Ireland from Kokemäki. Of course, you can't drive all the way there. You have to go to Turku, pick up the ferry, take the ferry to Stockholm, and then you can drive. It's about a 12-hour ferry trip from Turku to Stockholm. Nice ferry, fine dining, lots of other food. Get your own cabin. Take a nap while you're at it if you want to. I don't know if the ferry ride is included in the 45-hour drive. I would think so. But then, when you arrive in Stockholm, you can go south uh, exit Sweden and Malmo and go to Copenhagen. Then you're in Denmark. And see, that's already 2 countries you've got to go through instead of just driving across all of the United States. From Copenhagen, you can then move into Germany. And bearing in mind, these are all EU countries. From Germany, if you so choose, you can then go into the Netherlands, country number 3. Pass through Amsterdam maybe, just see what's going on. Not a big place. Shouldn't take you long to get through there. Then you can head on into Belgium. 4 countries you've now seen. Pass on through Belgium. Stop off in Brussels if you like. See what's going on. And then you can move on into France. 5 countries you've seen now. In the time it takes you to cross the United States. From France, if you're an adventurous and brave type, you can then load your car on, pass through the channel, and go into the United Kingdom. 6. Okay. Pass through the United Kingdom, head north, go up, cross over, and see Belfast. What is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 countries you've seen. 45 hours driving time. Stop through Belfast, head down to Dublin, back in EU country. Well, if it's never been your dream to see Ireland, instead of going into the channel in France, you can always head south, or maybe a little southeast. Why not? Hit Switzerland. That's 8. Okay? How about that? Head on out of Switzerland, going south, you'll be in Italy. 9. Cross back into France, shoot across there, and you're in Spain. 10. Head on across Spain, see what Portugal's got to offer. That's 11. That's why Finland should be a premier retirement destination. You can live in a beautiful country. You can travel. You can see the world. Now, if you choose not to take your car, then there's no reason you can't get to Stockholm on the boat. We've done it several times. Works every time so far. And pick up the train and move through Europe. Why not? You know, you want to, you can go over, see Austria, Poland, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, Romania, all these places you could go. And if you're in the U.S. and you're retired, every time you go one of these places, you're going to spend a couple of $1,000 on airfare. Still have to pay the hotel if you stay there, whether you go by train, by car, or by air. So that gives you a lot more money to have fun back home in Finland once you retire. How you get into Finland, I'm not going into. That's up to you, between you and Finland, if they let you retire here. Seems like they should. Talk to Kokomaki. We need some more people anyway. But then, also in the summertime, when things are nice, the snow and ice are gone, we plan to take a trip, go over more to eastern Finland and cross up between the border of Finland and that other country over there. We don't talk about them much. From there, if you choose, you can drive all the way up Finland into Lapland. In Lapland, you can cross over into Norway. You can drive the coast road, enjoy the beautiful view of the fjords of Norway while coming south. Oslo, see what they got going. And of course, if you want to, you can not go as far, come back, cross over Haparanta, where we've been, out of Haparanta into Finland again, and come back to Kokomaki. See, Kokomaki's a perfect place. What more could you want? You're 3 hours from Helsinki. If you want to go enjoy the nightlife, you can stay there. You can take a train from Kokomaki. We have a train station. On the train, Tampere, straight into Helsinki. One change in Tampere. So, I don't know if I've convinced her yet, but I think Kokomaki, Finland should be the premier destination for retirees. You know, if you're in the United States and you're in the north and it gets cold and winters are rough, maybe you want to move to that far southern state. But if you look at what you could very well have to pay for a home there, taxes there, maybe HOA fees there, insurance there, I think you could recognize a very large savings by setting your sights on Kokomaki. And she thought I was joking when I said that, but I think it's a great place to retire. You can go by rail or by car, by sea, and even by air if you choose to, and see all of these countries that maybe you've thought of going to, and dread the airport and the wait times and the customs and the baggage check and the baggage claim, by simply loading your baggage in your car, going a bit west out of Kokomaki, catching the ferry into Stockholm, and go from there. Also, we have made quite a few trips, if you like the nightlife, to Estonia. Tallinn is a much enjoyed destination for Finns. Prices there are cheaper on some things. Probably no secret that the Finns really like their beer. And you can go to Tallinn on the ferry. Takes, if I remember, 3 hours. Could be less. And on the same ticket, 24-hour round trip. You arrive in Tallinn. You can do what you want. Old Town Tallinn is beautiful. I posted some pictures on my Facebook of the Christmas lights. Lots of shops, restaurants. One particular steakhouse that will just make you lose your mind. Their steak's so good. You can stay at the hotel that was built to house foreign diplomats back when Estonia was part of the Soviet Union, and was built with the KGB staying there. They have a museum on the top floor of the KGB. Interesting place, lots of things you can see. So, you know, if you're the adventurous retired type, want to travel, this is the place for you. Let me know what you think. And by the way, we are now to 950 subscribers to the channel. 50 more, we hit that magic 1,000 mark. I don't know what happened. The skyrockets go off or what happens, but the 1,000 mark is within range. All thanks to you folks. And I'll rack my little brain and come up with something else to talk to you about later. So for now, it's goodbye.